are yet to report. These are the 11:01. One more student is joining now. You are there. Students are yet to report. It is already 11:02. Pooja,
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Pooja.
Sir, Pratibha.
Pratibha now. Pooja has joined. Pratibha has already joined. Now Pooja has joined. Suprada Rao. Sonia, Pratibha, Pooja, Suprada Rao. Wait. 4 are there. Eleven zero three. Two more have joined now. This is Z46 and with this iPhone. Five are there. Tanya has joined. Then JN54, ZZ46. I should have opened that list of students. Unmute your audios and videos. Rachana, 46 is Rachana, right?
Yes, sir.
Is 54. Manusnya is joining now. 7 are there right now. Rachana, Tanya, Pooja, Pratibha, Sonia, then Anupna, Pooja, Pratibha. Okay, then it is 11:05. Let us start today's class. One more has joined now. Let us start the class. Pooja Gowda has joined. Why did you get late, Pooja Gowda?
Good morning, sir.
Morning, madam. I was waiting for you. Were late. So 8 are there. 9. One more has joined now. 16. JZ 16. Chaitra. 16 is Chaitra, right? Yeah, Chaitra, can you hear me? Hello,
Yes, sir.
Chaitra. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Let's start the class. 11:07. This is what we are trying to see yesterday. Yeah, the third theory under theories of mass communication. First, uses and gratification theory, then framing theory, then the third one is agenda setting theory. We noted the meaning of agenda. Agenda setting. Agenda is the subject matter of something. It could be a subject matter of meeting, subject matter of a report, subject matter of a convention or a conclave or a conference, anything, or any for any action. There will be always an agenda or a schedule or the order in which these things take place. An agenda setting means fixing up or framing or forming the agenda for some expected action. What does this theory tell us, especially with reference to public relations? Let's see. Agenda setting is based on the assumption that although media can't tell people what opinion to hold about an issue, it has influence on what issues people think about. So this is the power, this is the influence media wields on the people. Media is there to carry the message. Media is there to bring the message or information or news or developments happening around us to all of us, to all the recipients. It does not tell us, or it is not supposed to tell us what opinion you should have about, say, the policy of the government or the action of the government or the decision of the government to extend, say, for example, the lockdown. It does not tell us whether to accept it, reject it, or refute it, or contest it. But media is definitely powerful enough to set the agenda for our thinking, for our day-to-day discussion. Now, these days, on account of the regular feeds given by the electronic media, the print media about the lockdown, about the problems, about the impact of lockdown on this, about the cases reported, cases recovered, deaths, China, virus, US, etc., etc. All of us, all of us are talking about these things only. There are hundreds of other things right now taking place. We are not talking about them. I told you we are not talking about sports. We are not talking about economy. We are not talking about exports. We are not many of the things we are not talking about, which we used to do earlier in the absence of this lockdown or prior to this lockdown. Now everybody is obsessed with this one. This is the power, this is the influence media can have on the people. It can it can direct or influence what issues, what topics, what subjects people think about, people talk about, people deliberate, people converse. It is exactly what is happening now. So this is the power or the influence of media, which the PR practitioners, PR managers should try to exploit. That is the expectation of this theory. Public relations practitioners attempt to influence the media. We noted in the previous bullet, media has the power to influence the people about the issues they think about. Now, one step backward, PR practitioners can attempt to influence the media agenda by providing the news items for public consumption. So media will not generate any news. You are aware of this. Media will only simply report. So if the media receives any inputs, any information, it will faithfully carry this message or this information to the expected target audience, whether it is consumers, whether it is buyers, whether it is taxpayers, whether it is general public, whether it is employees, etc. etc. Now here is a window for you, window of opportunity for you as a PR practitioner. If you keep on supplying information, keep on supplying inputs to the media, media will definitely carry this message, this information to the target audience. So by doing so, by constantly feeding the media about uh, with information about your organization policies, actions, programs, decisions, activities, initiatives, etc., etc. If you keep on feeding the media will faithfully report these things, right, on their media, and will carry this information or message to the target audience, whether it is consumers, whether it is housewives, whether it is employees, whether it is salaried employees, whether it is farmers, whomsoever it is related. This way, you can make your target audience think about these issues, this information, whatever you have conveyed through the media. So this is a big window of opportunity for PR practitioners. They should be able to identify the power of or the influence of media to make the people think about or discuss about certain things, and accordingly, if you are able to supply the media with necessary inputs, people will definitely start talking about your company. If repeatedly you send across the message, you definitely will talk about those messages. If a particular company starts announcing a new festival offer in multiple media repeatedly, then people will definitely give their attention. People will definitely talk about it. They will not talk about other things. For example, if Joy Alucas announces a program of a discount offer or a festival offer and carries this message to media repeatedly, then people will talk about Joy Alucas messages. They will not talk about Kalyans, or they will not talk about beams, jewelries offers, because there is nothing to talk about. So whatever people get information, they will talk about it. They will discuss about it. They will think about it. They will not think about thousands of other companies, jewelry companies operating in India, because they don't have any information about their offer schemes, etc. What they have is about a scheme of joy plus. They are expected to discuss about it, consider this, think about this, talk to others, talk to their family members about this, etc., etc. This is nothing but setting the agenda, right, for issues for people to think about. So to accomplish this, they identify subjects that editors and news directors consider news, localize their messages, and help media representatives cover this area. So this is what PR practitioners, as per this theory, are required to do. The PR practitioners should identify the extent of influence media can have on the people about their thinking, about their discussion, right? So that an agenda is set for the people to talk about, think about. Now, how to set this agenda? The third bullet, you see, the PR practitioner should identify the subjects. For example, if you are a you are from jewelry, you will have to identify, you will have to construct, you will have to design or form necessary information, necessary inputs, necessary advertisement material, commercial, etc. And you will have to carry this to the appropriate media, right? Appropriate media. If you carry this message to economic times, probably it might not be helpful. If all housewives don't read that kind of economic times or financial express, so you will have to catch hold of the editors of some house magazines, say the weeklies, etc., which the housewives are generally used to read. And if you carry your message in that media, in that weekly magazine or house magazine, then people will be able to read and people will be able to discuss about this. So this is what you have to do as a PR practitioner. You have to identify the subjects that editors and news directors consider appropriate to carry in their respective media, and you have to localize their messages. A message appropriate for the Kerala people might not be suitable for Karnataka people, or message suitable for Bengal people might not be suitable for Karnataka people. So you may have to localize this. You may have to bring in the local visual messages. You may have to bring in Ekshagana. You may have to bring in our local Vidhan Sauda. You may have to bring in joke falls in the background. Then people will be able to relate them. So this is our own story. This is related to us. That way people will be able to recognize and relate themselves with your messages. And we will also provide necessary inputs, necessary facilities, necessary assistance to the media representatives to cover your story. Whatever you want to tell, it might not be appropriate in the media language. So media people may have to redesign, recast, remodel your message to be suitable to be carried in their media. So you may have to give the necessary inputs to them so that they will be able to cover your story or carry your story or carry your message to the appropriate section of the consumers of the market, and the people will be able to recognize, identify, take notice of, and discuss about your story or your company's message. The agenda setting theory proposes that media has the potential to build issue or product awareness. All of you are aware of this, right? Media, whether it is, especially these days, electronic media with everybody under lockdown, everybody watching the TV for more than 5-6 hours a day. Now, you can take advantage of this lockdown as a PR practitioner of a big manufacturing company or FMCG company. You can create awareness about the product by carrying your message, by repeatedly carrying the message, repeatedly telecasting the message, especially in prime time, especially in popular serials, etc., etc. You'll be able to create the awareness or build awareness about the product or a particular issue. Example, you take this example of Arogya Setu. You open any channel in any program, this is because of the government, all channels are obliged to carry this message. So there's a lot of awareness about this Arogya Setu app being promoted by the government, especially in connection with the coronavirus awareness, etc. So you can build awareness about the issue, for example, the Arogya Setu related product, or you can build awareness about your own commercial product, consumer product, FMCG product. Second one, increase the issue salience. How important it is. If you think your message is really important issue to go, then you can make the media carry this message repeatedly several times, especially in prime time. So like this. But if it is not that important, you will have say once or twice a day you will carry your message. So you know the media has the power to build the awareness about a particular issue, particular product, particular thing being being offered or pushed by your organization, whether it is a private or a government organization. Secondly, by highlighting the importance, by highlighting the significance of that particular issue or a product, how important it is. Now, example about this wearing mask or keeping social distance. If it is repeatedly carried to the people by visuals, by examples, by cartoons, by animations, etc., etc., repeatedly, then people will understand this must be a really important issue. That is why it is being conveyed to us, this is being brought to us repeatedly. If it were not to be that important, government would not have carried this several times. It would have made, it would have issued one circular or notification and would have forgotten. But no, your channel you open, whichever page you open in print media, you will find one or the other message about social distancing. That means it is a very important issue. So media has the power to do these two things. This is what a PR practitioner, PR consultant should be aware of. He should note the power of or the influence of media to build awareness about a particular issue or a particular product. Secondly, the media has the power to increase the significance, importance, salience of a particular issue or a particular product. How important it is. How do movies, mass media affect what issues people discuss repeatedly? There are several examples of movies centering around certain specific issues. When they are released, when the people watch, people will start talking about it, right? Similarly, mass media is that is print media, electronic media. They, by carrying the appropriate message, they will be able to set the agenda for people's audiences, discussion, thinking, right, conversation, etc. And this is a very important opportunity for the PR practitioners to exploit, right, in the interest of their own organization, their own client. So this is how, see, these theories are under the theories of mass communication. So agenda setting theory related to this mass communication theories, where we take advantage of the power or the influence of mass media, mass communication tools, thereby we'll be able to uh, make use of the media for the good of the organization. So this is what is being discussed here. Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you all there? Okay, good. Anybody else has joined?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's continue this one. For public relations roles. In the research, please go through the various roles of public relations in communication domain. In research on public relations activities, two broad roles consistently emerge in public relations. One is the technician, another one is the manager. A public relations officer or a consultant vis-a-vis the mass media, vis-a-vis the mass communication, plays two distinct roles. One is the role of a technician, other one is the role of a manager. It's easy to understand. What is this technician's role? Technician represents the craft side of public relations, the creative side of the public relations, the designing or the farming, drawing side of the public relations. As a public relations officer or a practitioner, your job is to carry a message to the target audience. So message is your product, and this product will not descend from the above. You will have to create it. You will have to design it. You will have to pack it with information, with visual images, with attractive general lines or whatever are the inputs of the models of the ambassadors, of the brand ambassadors, as we say, etc. So this is a technician's role, a PR practitioner plays vis-a-vis the mass media is related to the crafting side. Crafting here, the creating side, preparing, making side of the public relations message. As you can see later in that bullet point, writing the message, editing the message, taking the photographs, holding the communication production, how to develop, how to arrange this, how to plot this, how to prepare the layout of your message, right? How to take a shot, how which angle, which role, which dress, which color, which background, running special events, making telephone calls to the media. These activities focus on the implementation of the communication strategy. So first develop the product you are going to carry, the message, right? First design, develop, construct, right? Craft your message attractive. When the message is strong, when the message is attractive, when the message is found useful, your job is half done. The only thing is to carry this, right? To manage this, to reach this. But if your message is faulty, your message is deficient, your message is unattractive, whatever media you employ, it might not be effective, it might not be received well by the target audience. So you need to understand that the product is very important. This is just like an FMCG thing. The product is good, right? People will buy. But if the product is not good, but only the commercial is good, people may try once, and once they try your product and they find that your product is useless, hopeless, then whatever, even if you employ Amitabh Bachchan or Sachin Tendulkar to endorse your product, people will not buy. So the product must be good enough. Product must be of highest quality, right? In terms of its content, its wording, its visual representation, the language, the layout, right? And the model, the color, schemes, etc. So everything should be very attractive, eye-catching, or people should be able to take notice of. See, when you watch TV, when you shuffle between channels, you come across various commercials, and unless the commercial is really attractive, you won't stop there. You'll switch to another channel, right? So unless your message is attractive, it is packed with information, it is relevant, right? It is spoken by credible brand ambassadors, then only people will take notice of. So this is the part of, this is the responsibility and role of the technician, right? Technician. That means a PR practitioner has to play these two roles. In a technician's role, he will have to focus on the crafting side, creating side of the public relation message or the input or the information. Second is manager roles. This is completely managing the whole show, right? You have to identify the appropriate media, you have to negotiate with them, you have to enter into a contract with them, you have to identify the time slots, you have to identify the frequency, you have to identify the cost, all these things. Various managing part of the whole show, the second part. So first, you produce your product, your message, make it ready, then deal with the media to carry this message. So these two are the distinct roles of the APR professional, especially in the context of the commercial organization. Again, in this manager role, there are three distinct things. One is expert prescriber. He will deal with the media houses, right, with respect to the contracts, terms, etc., etc. Second one is he will make the message available, that is communication facilitator, especially under taking their feedback, working on their feedback, working on their suggestions, inputs, redesigning, recrafting, right? Probably you have drawn up a message which is 20 minutes long. Many media might say no, unless it is 5 minutes, you will not be able to carry this. So then you may have to redo your thing based on the suggestions or feedback by the media. So this is a communication facilitator's role as part of your manager role. Third, there would be problems, of course, between the organization and the media. There might be a lot of confusion, lot of clarifications, conflict of interest, etc., priorities, etc., etc. Then, as a manager or in the role of a manager, the PR practitioner, PR professional will have to solve these problems so that your message is effectively carried to the target audience. To perform all these three roles, the manager's role, much depends on the knowledge of the individual manager, how experienced you are, how conversant you are with the various issues associated with this media management or the communication management. If managers can deliver both as manager and technical function, they achieve higher status. If you are good in creating your message, and if you are good in carrying and managing this message through the media, you will become highly successful So you will become highly effective, and your role, your PR role will be highly recognized and rewarded in the organization. So please note this, you have to constantly play these two roles. Technician's role, the creative side, the manager's role, the implementation. Right? In manager's role, again, you may have to be a good negotiator, a good communicator, and a good problem solver. Depending on the circumstance, depending on the situations, you may have to play one or more of these roles, sometimes simultaneously, sometimes consecutively. But nevertheless, you have to be a very effective manager to be successful. Yeah. So please note these two roles. They appear to be quite important, usually in the context of this unit. Then models of public relations. I have got 8 minutes time. Let me quickly go through this one. What does this models tell? It is useful to examine four public relations model developed by Jim Rooney to understand the key concepts of PR and how they are related. So there are four PR models, especially with respect to media and communication. Please note, we come across models again in the succeeding units. But here, in the context of mass media, mass communication, there are four PR models. They are developed by one author, Jim Rooney. They are based on the concepts of communication and traceability. What they are confined to, please know. Yeah, we got some disturbance. So let us. It's already what is time now? 11:34. Let me end the meeting here. Okay, let me continue in the next class.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I'm ending this
Thank
meeting.
you, sir.
Okay, take care.